So I'm just going to update people on the whole Buttongate thing. So Carney was asked about it yesterday during one of his press conferences. He did reply to it and basically said that it was unacceptable behavior, that they were reassigning the staffers that were involved. That's not his type of politics. He reminded everyone that he's not a politician, which is true. He doesn't really come off as the type of person that would do that. I mean, that's more NDP and conservative kind of bullshit, right? So whoever signed off on letting the staffers do that, talk about idiots, right? It's the Liberals are so far ahead that they don't need to pull these little childish tactics. It's bullshit. I don't know if they're trying to make fun of the Conservatives, because apparently, I figured it out, the Conservatives did this in the past where they created all these buttons to make fun. But like, this was just really, really stupid. And to talk about it in open, to be overheard by a conservative staffer and a journalist from CBC is really fucking dumb. Like, if you're gonna do childish shit like this, keep your mouth closed, right? Don't talk about this crap, because now you've given the conservatives something that they can just fucking focus on, like laser focused on, and point out every time somebody says something about the conservatives doing something childish, right? Because, I mean, Jesus Christ, this is the party that created the fuck Trudeau flags, right? And they're upset over a bunch of little buttons. But that's the type of people they are, right? Now they're going to use this every time to excuse their fucking behavior and how awful they are, because they spread misinformation. They do childish shit. They create fake things, like that fake document that they claimed was being passed around the prisons, right? Or the fake document that was supposed to be saying that Elections Canada was telling people not to vote for the Conservatives. Like, there's just fake thing after fake thing after fake thing that comes from the Conservative side, but they're going to find outrage in a bunch of buttons that were just being passed around for fun. Whatever. I watched CBC last night and honestly was very disappointed in that it was the power play, or whatever the hell it is, power and politics, whatever the hell. Anyways, they were all fucking talking about it, and they had Lisa Rain on it. My God, that woman was acting like the Conservatives had, like, off somebody. This is unacceptable. Somebody needs to go to jail. They need to be oh my God, calm down, woman. You were fucking insufferable when you were an MP, and you're fucking insufferable now. Like, they made it out like it was this massive fucking deal, and the only thing I agreed with them was the fact that it was stupid, because now it gives the Conservatives the ability to use it against the Liberals. But they were making this huge fucking deal about it themselves. It's like, listen, guys, I know it's not a slow news day, because we're in the middle of campaigns. You have plenty to fucking talk about, and you really want to hyper-focus on these fucking buttons? Meanwhile, there's all this other shit that CBC hasn't talked about. They haven't talked about, as far as I've seen anyways, they haven't talked about the fake piece of paper being passed around the fucking, supposedly being passed around the prison. They haven't talked about this, apparently this RCMP letter or whatever. There are millions of things that the Conservatives are doing on their side that's fake as shit, and you guys aren't talking about it. I know you guys are scared. Poilievre wants to defund you, and I know you're scared, but good God, your bias is fucking showing at this point. It is perfectly clear to me, and probably every other left-leaning Canadian out there, that the CBC is going so fucking hard in on appeasing Poilievre that they didn't even talk about the fact that he brought up defunding the CBC again on that French program the other night. How do you, as CBC, not talk about that unless you're terrified and you're trying to basically kiss his ass just in case he might win? Like, if the CBC does not go back to calling the Conservatives out on all of their bullshit on a consistent basis after the Liberals win, I'm gonna honestly think that they're being run and being controlled by some sort of some person that's conservative. Because at this point, the only thing I figure is that they're just so scared of Poilievre that they're hedging their bets that just in case we're not going to be as biased as possible. Like, because obviously, like, again, the Conservatives were doing all the stupid shit. So if they covered everything that the Conservatives did, they would seem extremely biased. So they're trying to, like, play both sides here. But it's just fucking showing that you guys don't care, that you guys are not following the important stories. You're not calling out the misinformation like you should be. It is pretty sad when independent journalists are doing a better job of calling out misinformation than the fucking mainstream media. Like, listen, we know who's left-leaning and right-leaning. CBC is not supposed to be either. And at this point, you guys are showing your bias towards the liberals, and it's not fucking acceptable. Do better, CBC.